The ShipX facility's architecture was a breathtaking blend of form and function, its curves and angles speaking of both beauty and efficiency. It was a symbol of mankind's relentless drive toward the future, an edifice that reflected and shaped the world beyond its glass walls. As the students wandered through the facility, their guide spoke in rehearsed tones about the wonders of modern shipping. But to Tyler, Emily, Ethan, and their friends, the well-polished displays and sanitized scripts were mere distractions. The real story lay in the shadows, behind the barriers marked authorized personnel only. Tyler's eyes were drawn to a side door as it swung shut behind a technician. The mysterious hallway beyond beckoned. It was a secret path, an invitation to the unknown, and he felt a thrill of anticipation. Emily sensed his excitement. "What are you thinking?" she asked, her voice a blend of curiosity and caution. "We're going exploring," Tyler replied with a grin, and the decision was made. The hidden corridor starkly contrasted the bright, open spaces of the main tour. Here, the walls were lined with unmarked doors, the air heavy with the scent of chemicals and machinery. The hum of unseen devices resonated in the floor, a subtle vibration that spoke of immense power. They found the hangar by chance, a hidden chamber filled with strange tools and stranger machinery. At its center stood the ship that could only be described as an enigmatic, futuristic flying cargo container. They approached with reverence, drawn to its metallic curves and cryptic displays. As they explored, they stumbled upon notes and schematics, glimpses into a world beyond their understanding. There were references to Einstein-Rosen bridges and complex equations that spoke of folded space and hidden dimensions. Ethan, the quiet genius of the group, recognized the potential. "They're creating wormholes," he whispered, his voice filled with awe. "This is how they've taken over the industry. This is their secret." The realization was staggering, and they were lost in thought until the sound of voices brought them back to reality. Technicians were approaching, their conversation filled with debate. Their argument slowly faded as they walked down the corridor and into what looked like a control room laboratory of some kind. The students hid, their hearts pounding, as scientists settled into their routine. Constantine Armstrong, clearly the lead manager and a mountain of a man, his voice resonant and commanding. He guided the test with an iron hand, his eyes missing nothing. The ship came to life, its engines humming with power. The students could see a strange distortion and twisting of the light, the sort one might believe was a mirage in a desert. Folding commenced, one engineer shouted. Space itself began to twist and distort. The students could feel an invisible force pulling them into the void, a power transcending their understanding. One of the scientists yelled over the hum of power filling the room, "Temporal crystal structures are stable." Another yelled over the load engines, "Mass to TFL balanced." "Wait a second. The readings are spiking." Suddenly, a shrieking twisting of metal filled the room. "Sir, we have a serious mass imbalance. We need to abort." Just then, Tyler jumped out from behind a large stack of crates and cargo, saying in a panicked and rushed voice, "We're sorry. We're sorry, please. We'll get off. We didn't mean to mess your ship up. We swear." And while one of the engineers leered at them as they spoke, Constantine could not be bothered. His eyes were fixed on the alarms and flashing red lights that now filled the cabin. Temporal containment weakening, One of the scientists yelled over the noise, "We're going to lose cohesion." The void of bending light that was tranquil moments before ensnared the ship in a vice grip of fractured light. The engineer screamed over the alarms and the sounds of torrenting space just 6 inches through the ship's bulkhead. Temporal failure. A rift is opening. And then silence.